Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Great to see you all once again. Your friendly neighborhood Coach Pruitt here with you one more time for our daily intro video. So today's video is going to cover the things that we are going to do in class today, which is September the 30th, but also on Thursday and Friday, which is the 1st and 2nd of October. So for some reason you are missing class, or if you are working on your own and you're not sure exactly what to do, you don't remember the steps that we laid out or the process that we talked about in class, no worries, that's what we're here for. So looking at the screen right now, you can see this is our end of the unit, what we're calling the end of the unit stuff. Okay, we have completed unit number 1. We've covered all the content that we need to cover, and you guys know everything that you need to know about standards 1 and 2. So that would be the British colonies, the way that they're set up, the specifics about each set of colonies or each area, and then also mercantilism, transatlantic trade, economic issues going on in the 1700s, and the Middle Passage and slavery. So what we want to look at today, and this is what we're going to take the next several days of class to work on, is completing our end of the unit tasks. So obviously at the end of the unit, we have to have some form of assessment. And so what we're going to do is we are going to look at what you know and let you show us what you know in 2 different ways. Okay? I want to make sure and cover that it doesn't matter in what order you do and submit these 3 things. You can, do the quiz first and then your task work and then the project. You can do the project first and then the quiz. It doesn't really matter, guys. What matters is this line right here, which is the following assignments must be submitted by Sunday. That is the 4th of October by 11:59 p.m. Okay, so again, you must have those things submitted, emailed to me, turned in on Canvas if it's applicable by the 4th at 11:59 p.m. If you turn them in at midnight, then they are late. If you turn them in at 1 a.m., they're late. You will lose points on those things. If you turn them in Monday morning, they're late. So please make sure you get these 3 things in and done. You have from today through Sunday to work on them. All right. Now, I am going to put out another video probably tomorrow or on Friday about how to actually submit these things. I know the task work has been something that lots of people in lots of classes have asked about, but we will get to that in another video because it's a little more extensive. Today, what I want to do is make sure you know how to get to these 3 things or what these 3 things are. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to look at is the Unit 1 Standard 1 and 2 quiz. Now, this, guys, is a Google form quiz. It is, I think, 20 questions. It might be a few more than that, but basically you just take a quiz and it's assessing your knowledge. It's good old multiple choice answers. Do you know the content of the unit? So to show you how to get there, if you go to your Canvas page and then we scroll down to the 2nd section, just like we've been doing the whole time, U.S. History modules, if you click on Unit 1 Colonization, it's going to take you to our module, right? We've been working in this the entire time we've been in unit number 1. So down here at the very bottom, you see assessments. And under assessments, there are 2 things. So the first thing you'll see is Unit 1, Social Studies, U.S. History 1 and 2 quiz. You click on that, and it's going to pull up your instructions, and it's going to give you a link. You will follow this link to take your quiz. So you click on the link. It's going to pull up a Google form. Okay, now I want to make sure and mention this again in this video. Here where it says email address, okay? We want you guys, and I need to update the instructions here, but we want you guys to put your email address here. We want you to put your school email address because it has your first name, your last name, and then your middle 2 initials. Doing that is the way that we're going to get your name for this. So just like you would write your name in the top corner of a piece of paper if you were in class, writing your email address here is how Mr. Burrows and I are going to know how to grade this and who to give the credit to. So guys, if you have a personal email that has your last name in it, that is acceptable. So if for me, like my personal email is pruitt.michael, that will work. If your personal email is chocolate-covered-pop-tart-monkey@aol.com, I don't know who that is. And when you turn in your quiz, I'm not going to be able to give you credit because I don't know who you are. So make sure for your email address here that you put your school email, which is of course, your last name, first, middle initial, and then student number at students.newton or whatever the end tag is. Or if you have a personal email that contains your last name, that is acceptable. So you just scroll through the quiz, take the quiz, you hit submit when you're done. It grades it automatically, so you'll know as soon as you're done how you did on the quiz. The quiz is just a quiz grade, so don't stress too much about that. The second thing, if we go back to our U.S. History Unit 1 modules, is that you have a project. So you guys can see here, create a colony project. So what you will do, you'll go back to your U.S. History Unit 1 module, and here you will find create a colony project. And again, I don't want to make this video too long, but here are the instructions. So please make sure that you read the instructions. Here is an example from one of my previous classes that was one of the best ones that's ever been done. It's called España Nueva, or New Spain. Here is another basic example. So these are for you guys to look at as a reference. If you were in class, I would be able to show you a bunch of former projects and show them to you, and you could look at them and use them as a guide. This is the best I can do for virtual learning. But again, guys, please don't copy from them. Please don't copy straight from them. Like, use your big, beautiful brains. Use the information that you know. So the instructions are here under Create a Colony Project. If you click on that, it's going to pull up a Google Doc. And on this Google Doc, you're going to see all the things you have to do. Again, here's more information. Follow the instructions. These are the requirements for the project. It looks like a lot of stuff, but some of them are very easy and very straightforward. You can, again, copy and paste this into a new document so that you have it, so that you can edit it. You could highlight it when you get stuff done. If you want to print this out and then cross things off, however you want to do it, but these are the requirements, okay? Make sure that you complete all of the things that are here. Don't just do a couple of them. You need to have all of them present. Now for the project, you can do this multiple ways, and Mr. Burrows and I want you to do whatever you are more comfortable with. If you are a person that likes to do stuff on paper, you can draw an example of your map on a piece of paper, and then you can write all your information on the back of that paper. You could write your information on a piece of paper, print your map out some other way. You can type all of this as a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word document. You can put this all into PowerPoints. One of the examples is a Google Slides presentation. So all of this info is on the Google Slides and all of their images. Again, guys, however you want to do it, you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 days for you to work on this project. It needs to be well done. If it looks like you did this at the last minute, or if it takes you like 5 minutes to do it, you're not going to get a very good grade. The project is your test grade. So for this unit, your test grade, your Unit 1 assessment grade, is this project. So please treat this project like it is a test grade. Make sure that you do it as well as you can. You are allowed to work with a partner. I will say that again. You are allowed to work with a partner if you choose. You need to make sure that if 2 people are working on this one thing, that it is doubly as impressive, that it is doubly as well done because 2 of you are working on it. You need to coordinate who you're working with on your own. Mr. Burrows and I are not assigning groups. If you want to work with somebody, they have to be in your actual class. You can't work with someone from a different class period. But you will need to coordinate that on your own. I'll make mention of that in class today and tomorrow, but just to highlight it on this video, you may work with a partner if you so choose. Just make sure that it is really well done because there are 2 people, so it should be twice as well done. And then the very last thing that we need to make sure that we turn in is your Unit 1 task work. And you can see here that I have given you, and I will put this in the announcements section of your Canvas page, I have given you the entire list of all the things that you need to turn in. If you don't remember, we've been working on these things throughout the course of the unit. So just to make sure that we know where to go and how to get to them, if you go to your Canvas page and you go back to the U.S. History Unit 1 Colonization module, when you pull it up, it's got this long list of stuff, right? Remember, we downloaded the task work the very first day of the unit, and just to show you and remind you what it looks like, it has the unit title at the top, the unit number, it has all your standards, it had this long list of key terms, and then your assignments, okay? We worked on the key terms a couple of times during class. Remember, you have to do a 2-sentence definition in your own words, and then one of these choices for all the words. Remember, for the maps, we talked about this at length. We don't want you to download any maps and do anything interactive with them for now. We want you to find Google image examples of triangular trade maps, colonization of North America map, and the 3 sections of British colonies. So there are 3 maps. You need at least 2 images for each. So that is a minimum of 6 maps. And guys, it's finding Google images. It should be pretty easy. Do not do the SSUSH 1 worksheet. We are not doing that. We have our organizer that we took notes on about the 3 sections of British colonies, the chart, or if you just took notes, you can just turn in your notes. The colonization labeling activity, it was 20 questions, and you were just supposed to do a matching section. And you have your discussion post. So remember that on a discussion post, you post 5 to 7 sentences, your opinion about this question, and then you respond to 2 other people. And then lastly, the item that we worked on yesterday, which is your political cartoon and image breakdown. Again, guys, if you have questions, always feel free to email us and reach out. I'll have another video coming out tomorrow about how to turn things in. We'll see you guys in class.